Welcome back to Drunk Peers Review Beers. Today, we're going on a trip to, I believe, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find out for sure.
It's Michigan.
Okay, Michigan.
Where are we at, though?
At the Founders Solid Gold Premium Lager. 4.4% ABV, 2.0 IBUs.
Grand Rapids, Michigan?
What did I say?
You didn't say anything. You just said Michigan.
Okay.
I'm just specifying Grand Rapids.
They founded in 1997.
Boom.
Take over, Mike.
So Founders, and I don't know why it's controversial. Were they bought out by somebody big or no? Still Founders. Founders is nationally circulated, so it is a light. I mean, obviously, out of the gate, it's a light beer, only 4.4%. However, it is a lager. That's pretty typical of your Coors Light, Bud Light percentages.
So the idea behind this beer was the founders. Let me look up their names real quick. Mike Stevens and Dave Enberg. They decided they wanted a lager that was of quality after trying like the Coors Lights of the world and whatnot. They wanted to brew their own lager. Mm-hmm. They used simple ingredients. Only yeast, water, and lemon hops. It's a lager yeast, obviously. They also added corn in. I mean, you can kind of see the corn coloring in when they brewed it into the beer.
Yeah, it definitely has that texture, but it's definitely darker than a Coors Light, Bud Light.
Yeah, it's more of a Coors Original type quality.
It's even darker than Coors Original.
Yeah, it is. I would agree.
Which we have sampled. Check it out.
Wow, it smells very citrusy for a lager.
It does. It smells
really?
A lot like the beer we just sampled. Or 2 samples ago, the Elysian, what was that?
Salute the Sun. Yeah, very citrusy smelling. Very light.
Surprising.
Clean. Very surprising. I'm excited to try this.
That's not bad.
Impressive. Now, I'm sorry to Backside Brewery and their Dougie the Lager, but I believe this just trumped my best lager I've ever tried.
Well,
Dougie the Lager
and
was
your
no slouch.
Salute to the Sun, which you just rated your best lager you've ever had.
No, that was an IPA.
No, Salute to the Sun.
Or a Pale Ale, excuse me.
Yeah, okay. You're right. I was wrong.
It wasn't a lager, but it was an ale, but still. I mean, this has ale qualities to it, even though it's a lager, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely, for a lager, you can definitely taste the hops in it.
Now, a specific type of hops. They call this lemon drop hops. So it must be a more bitter version of the hop plant.
But it's only 20 IBUs, so it's not that bitter.
It's not, but I don't know. It's a very citrusy flavor. I like it.
The way I would describe it is a better PBR.
Yeah, like a citrusy PBR. Light citrusy PBR.
Light. Not, it's not something that's going to sit in the back of your throat.
No. What do you give swiggability on this?
Gosh.
Take a big old gulp and then tell me.
It's smooth.
I'm gonna go like a 6, like just above mid-level. You can chug this, but it has such a nice light flavor.
You don't want to chug it.
You don't really want to, but you can.
It's good beer. I mean, this is like,
for a lager, this is way up there for me. Way up there.
This is super good. I'm
pleasantly surprised.
I'm like sitting in the audience of Oprah Winfrey's show, and she's like,
you get a beer, you get a beer, you get a beer.
Y'all get whales. It's like, yeah.
Hashtag beer burps.
Thank you, Oprah. Gefilte fish. When I want a solid beer, but I don't want to spend a lot of money, I think this might be my new go-to.
One thing that we should start including is pricing, and I believe I paid $2.99 for this can.
So you paid $3 for the
$3, pretty affordable. It's a pounder.
It's affordable. It's not.
It's
PBR
not Coors
affordable.
Light or PBR affordable, but it's not that flavor level either. It's much better. It tastes much better. And alcohol percentage, what is this sitting at?
It's 4.4.
So not something you'll get drunk off of, but something you can take.
No, but it's like a barbecue with your friends and family.
This is something you can take to your kids' play and sneak drinks of.
Maybe bring up, your parents bring up to your adopted.
If you're at your son's elementary school play and it's, like, yeah, he has to play Cinderella and you're not super excited about it, this is like your take sips in the back type beer.
And don't throw it out when you're
and
done
you
with
just smell like, hey, did you just dine on orange peel?
Yes.
No, you've been drinking in the back of your son's play?
Your kids will smell you and know you're in a good place.
You're in a great place. You're in a great mood.
This place puts you in a great place.
Hashtag parenting.
Yeah.
So, what are you giving the old marketing on that?
I mean, marketing might be my lowest grade. It's pretty basic. It does remind me of like a Coors Light, kind of Bud Light, kind of old school. So marketability, I'm going to give it a 7.3.
I'm going to go lower. I'm going to go like a 6.7. It didn't jump off the
this is like
shelf to me. It
your
didn't.
Iceland and Mighty Ducks too.
It looks like a reject from like an old Coors Light or Folgers or something type labeling.
It does. I mean, I'll give you that.
I like the classic look. I like how you tried to mix in the hops with the Pepsi Blue. Just overall didn't stand out. It's good for like you're trying to go with the classic lager look. I get it. It just didn't stand out.
Yeah, and it's, I don't know, price wise, you think about it's 19 fluid ounces and you buy 2 of these. That's $6. Would you get a PBR?
I'd probably have to go 4 of those to feel toasty enough to fall asleep at 7.
That's what I'm saying, but you get a 6-pack of PBR for the same price as 2 of these, almost. They're just $7, you can get a 6-pack of PBR.
If I'm not looking for just straight up dollar value, though, I would pay more for this because the flavor is better.
But it's worth the money. Definitely is worth the little extra money. Where'd you purchase this?
Safeway. I mean, what else do they call it? Vons? You can get it all over the U.S. I'm sure it's nationally distributed.
Founders is everywhere.
I highly recommend trying it if you're a lager fan. It's it almost has like I can't believe it's a lager. Honestly, it has an ale flavor to it. So, I'm proud of you, Founders.
It's good.
The other thing is, these two that decided to make this company, they just decided to quit their day jobs and take out a bunch of loans and open up this beer company because it was their dream to create beers that they liked. Which anybody who does something like that, which is what we're eventually trying to do with our lives, I support that wholeheartedly. So I'll be buying them again. Not just because their beer's good, but I like their whole approach to life. So
you got to take a chance on life. You really do. You got to go all in. And
if you have a talent or what's your thing that people have always told you you're great at, try and find some way to make money off of that, and you'll be a much happier person. That's how I feel about it.
On the other side of failure is opportunity.
Whose quote is that? Paul Brewer?
You're gonna hurt my brain.
Oh, my bad.
No, my quote is, if you look for things to bitch about, you're gonna find things to bitch about. If you look for opportunities, you're gonna find opportunities.
That is very true.
So, Founders overall score, what do you give it? Solid gold, premium lager, 4.4%. Not a kick you in your pants kind of beer, but it is good. It's a family barbecue. It's like you want to get a buzz, but you don't want to get too drunk. So that way that creepy aunt stays, you can keep her away from you. What are you giving it overall?
On the creepy aunt scale?
On the creepy aunt scale.
Kiss
me on my cheeks, aunt.
It's not okay. It's 17 times now. Yep. I'm only 15. I'm going to give it 7.4.
It's good though.
It is. The marketing leaves a lot to be desired.
That's
the
the downfall.
flavor. The flavor of that lager is. I'm gonna. You're hearing it here first. Sorry, backside that you were
Beer burp.
thrown, but that's my favorite lager that I've tried.
I still like Backside Brewing. However, Founders gives it a close run. If you're looking for something reasonably priced, but not cheap as prices like a Coors Light or a Bud Light, this is where I would go. It's very good. Taste wise, I gave it was in the 7s. So anyways, with that, obviously the marketability is down, but gosh, it's good. It really is good. You got to get your marketing game on point.
Shouts out to Mike Stevens and Dave Enberg, though. You guys made a killer beer.
Yeah,
for sure.
The beer is fantastic. The marketing makes me want to smoke a basic cigarette. So, overall, it's kind of on the hams scale.
Yeah,
if you don't know what a
it's on the scale of hams. This makes the hams bear look like a panda bear to a grizzly bear.
Yeah. If you don't know what a hammy bear is, Google it.
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
Overall, I'm gonna give it an 8.2, but the beer itself is fantastic.
Agreed.
It's great.
If you like lagers, this is a premium lager.
It is. Founder Solid Gold premium lager, delicious. We recommend buying it. And if you like us, like, comment, subscribe, and share us, please.
Don't send boob pictures.